right, everybody, before I close up my back panel, I need to reinstall these buttons that came loose. Luckily, in our case, the customer still had all 3 buttons that came off. If not, you'll need to remake your buttons, and that's a different video for a different day. So let's get into this. What do we need? I'm gonna let that balance. Hopefully it doesn't fall on me. Basically, we're gonna need some tufting twine. This is a little bit thicker gauge. And you're gonna need a tufting needle. This is about a 10, maybe even a 12-inch needle. And that ensures that we're gonna get all the way through the fabric to the back side. And then to tie it off on the back side, there's a couple different methods that you can go about using. One of the older school methods is they used to use cotton. You would put your twine through there, and tie it off on the back side. That's a tongue twister. In my case, one of the methods I like to use is I like to put a button on the back side, run my twine through there, pull it real tight, twist it, and then tie it off. So we'll use that method, and you'll see a little bit more in depth how I do that. But that should be all the materials we need. Now, as far as the twine, we want enough distance to get through from front to rear, which shouldn't take much. And then I usually, what you want to do is double it up. And you'll see why here in just a second. So we've got our twine. Let's go ahead and cut 3 of those. All right, that out of the way. So we want to have this doubled up. So here's our button, and it's got a little eye. Let me see if I can position this just a little better so you can see it. It's got a little eye on the back side, right? So we want to thread through there with both ends of the string. And obviously if you kept pulling, it would go all the way through. So we want to sort of separate this and pull our string back through that hole. And that's gonna create that bond right there, okay? Easy enough. We're gonna do that on all 3. Okay. All right, so we've got our tufting needle. These are already marked, so we don't have to worry about marking them. We just go off the original location. I forgot to mention another option. If you have the ability, your string on the back side, instead of tying it off on a button or cotton, if you have wooden frame really close nearby, you can just pull it real tight and staple it to the frame. That works as well. But for something like this, there's a lot of movement on the back. You're constantly sitting back on it. So on this, it's probably a better solution to use the cotton or the button. So we've got our needle all the way through. It's sticking through on the back side. We're just gonna throw our string through the eye of the needle. And then we can pull it through on the back side. Voila. So let me flip it over. This is our string. We just pulled it through to the back side. And these are all the other ones that are already tied off, the other 5. So that's what that looks like. So let me finish off and just show you how this one's done, and then the other 2 would be the exact same. Okay, so we've got our button, same style. It's got an eye on the back side. Basically what we want to do is one string, we're gonna go through this direction. The other string, we're gonna go through the opposite direction. And then from there, you can just pull tight. And then whichever string you've got on your right hand, I just like to start with that one and start going clockwise with it. And then the other one, the opposite string, we're gonna go counterclockwise. And I usually do that about 4 or 5 rotations, and then I tie it off. So we're just gonna tie a regular knot, and we're gonna make sure that string goes underneath the button. Just like that, and we're good to go. You can do 2 knots if you really want to, just to be safe. There we go. And that's it. And this is... Okay. All right, and this is the one we just did. So we'll repeat that same thing on these 2, and we'll be good to go. All right, that concludes our video for today. I definitely appreciate everybody watching. If you got any comments or questions, please feel free to comment or question below, and we'll get back to you. If you want to see any future videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, and that way you receive future video updates. And smash that like button if you like the video. Don't forget to check out some of our other ones, and let us know what you think. Hope to see y'all in the future. Thanks, y'all.